Hey, what is shaking, everybody? We're rolling into the weekend, and you've just fell into Jay's straight up reviews and more. All right, now today we have a new speaker from Ultimate Ears. This is the MiniRoll. I kind of wish they'd have named it the Jelly Roll. I like that old Fat Boy song, Jelly Roll. Anyway, that's a whole different subject. Now, EA came out with a roll speaker. I think it was back in 2014 or 15. Then it came out with a Roll 2, I think in 2016. So they haven't been on a roll for quite a while, pun intended. This one is a smaller version, hence the MiniRoll. Now this is IP67, so it's dustproof, waterproof. You can submerge it for a brief time. It also is shockproof from up to, I think it says 4 feet. You got some Ultimate Ear branding right here. On the back, you have a strap so you can attach it to something. Kind of like the Batt Stormbox Micro. You have your volume buttons here, and if you push both of them, it'll tell you your battery life.
40% charge.
Like a lot of EA speakers do, or UE speakers do. Over here you have an Auracast and the play button and your power button. Now Auracast, you can pair, I think, as many as you want up together of these speakers. I don't know of any other speakers from Ultimate Ears right now that support it, but there may be. I haven't had all of them. So it's got a fabric cover on it. You can take that off if you want to take the strap off with that large screw, and it's USB-C to charge. Getting to that, something that's very interesting, if you saw the review I did of the Wonder Boom 3 about a year and a half or so ago, they were using micro USB to charge, which I was shocked, flabbergasted, because nothing I'd been buying as of late during that time was still using micro USB. So they are using USB-C, but inside the box, you will not find a USB-C cord. That's right, they do not provide you a charging cord. Now, for most people, that's not going to be a huge deal. I've got 100 of them laying around. Most people have a few devices at least, that use USB-C. But for that rare person who buys this, that say grandma buys this because she wants to hear, music while she's doing her Pilates or whatever, opens it up and there's nothing to charge it with. I think that was a really dumb move because it probably cost them like 10 cents or to include a little USB-C cable. Their cost, maybe not even that much. So why they did that, I don't know. But this is up to a 12-hour rated battery life. It's not very heavy. Now, for comparison purposes, size-wise, there's your Batt Micro, Stormbox Micro. So they're pretty close to the same size. The Micro be maybe just a little bit larger because it's more of a square than a circle. But they're very similar. Has a strap on the back. This one does not have anything on the back like a passive radiator like the Batt Stormbox Micro does, and it has feet. So this doesn't have feet. You just kind of sit it there. You can't stand it up. You have to hang it. So it's kind of, like when it sits, it's not really sitting kind of straight because it's laying on the strap. So let me do a little sound check here for you and see what we have on this baby. All right, so since this is a small speaker, we'll start it at 40% volume. Put your headphones on if you have them. Here we go. Oh, Mrs. Hand's getting into the dance. Get it, Mrs. Hand. Let's go up to 60%. Change track. Change tracks, go to 80%. Let's go up to 100%, max volume. You're the reason why hiding by the baby, losing my mind. Now, I don't know if you can hear that, but it starts to have a little bit of a wavy sound to it. I think that's because the DSP is trying to correct it by cutting the bass to keep it from distorting. So it kind of has a little wavy sound to it. I've had other speakers that have done that in the past, which I don't like that, but I don't like it getting distorted either. All right, back to it, and then we'll change tracks here in just a second. Don't try to save me. I feel alive. My world is faster and faster. Still 100%, max volume. Go down to 80%. Down to 60%. Hit it. Down to 27%. Okay, that is the Ultimate Ears MiniRoll. Now, I've listened to this before I started the video with some various songs. It can start sounding really strained and kind of odd sounding, like I showed you that wavy at 100%. So I probably, as little as this is, I would probably keep it down to 80% or less. Probably don't want to run this thing at 100% a lot. It kind of starts sounding kind of wonky and strained. It doesn't do bad, and it got a decent amount of volume to it for such a little speaker. And I think it would be a good option if you're carrying it around with you or on a backpack or in the shower or something like that. It doesn't sound bad. It has a little bit of a dark sound to it. Not a whole lot of detail and clarity. Hang on, my drop's coming. Hit it. So it's not a bad speaker, but where you run into a problem is the price. This is like $80. So $80 is a lot for something like this, especially when you can get other speakers that are similar for half or less. So it just depends on what you want to spend, but overall this is a solid speaker, I think, for what it is for a small speaker. I'm a lot less critical with the small speakers. I mean, the bass on this is just okay. It didn't really get really nasty sounding on that last song at 100%, but it just doesn't have a whole lot of bass. But again, I'll give it a pass because it's a small speaker. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below on this one. I think it's not a bad speaker. I'm not usually a big UE fan. Now I will note also that this does not support their app. So like the Wonder Boom 4 that just came out in the 3, they're not app compatible, which I don't like that, but it is what it is. So don't be looking for it in your UE app because it's not going to show up. Again, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Be sure to hit the notification bell so you know when videos drop. And if you haven't subscribed yet, do it today. It's free. It'll cost you nothing. And as always, we guarantee here that this channel will be worth every bit of nothing. That's a promise. So for Mrs. Hannah and I, there she is, we are out. Appreciate you watching. Everybody have a great weekend. Stay tuned. I got a good video coming tomorrow. See ya.